Hey y'all, this is Jeremiah, pastor at Centennial ARP. Thanks for tuning in for today's video devotional. We'll be in Proverbs chapter 18, verses 23 through chapter 19, verse 4 today. The poor use entreaties, but the rich answer roughly. A man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Better is a poor person who walks in his integrity than one who is crooked in speech and is a fool. Desire without knowledge is not good, and whoever makes haste with his feet misses his way. When a man's folly brings his way to ruin, his heart rages against the Lord. Wealth brings many new friends, but a poor man is deserted by his friend. What we see in these proverbs is something that I really resonate with, and it's a commentary and it's a commentary on the world, and it provides us a opportunity to look not on the world but to look to the Lord, who is going to provide an answer for this. So the commentary on the world is that people are hypocrites. They're not giving you the full truth ever, and it stinks to say that out loud, and it sounds cynical at first. But when you take a step back, and if you're in the people business like I am, you begin to see this everywhere. There's something that I tell people all the time, and especially as they are maybe having the chance to enter into kind of counseling or at least service to a friend or a companion or something like that. And what I say is, whatever you're getting, whatever problems you're hearing, multiply it by 10, because that's what's really happening. I have, in my decade of ministry, I have almost never seen someone who has popped into my office and said, hey, let me give you the full, unadulterated, true story of everything that's going wrong. Rather, what you'll get is a toe in the water to see how you'll react. And that's okay, because who knows? Maybe I'm the hypocrite too. And that's what the Lord is telling us here. If you don't have riches, things are going to be one way. If you do have riches, it's going to be another. And it might be you, not other people. It could be your friends who say they're your friends until something happens. And then it's very obvious that their definition of friendship was maybe not what you thought the definition of friendship should have been. But you might be the same person as well. This world is full of hypocrites, us being in the same world as everyone else. And yet there's an answer, and it comes from outside of this world. And he enters it, right? A God who is far off is named Emmanuel, God with us. And as Jesus comes, and as Jesus enters this place, he is not the hypocrite, but he is full of grace and truth. He lives his life not seeking to self-serve, but seeking only to serve. God has sent his son, and his son has done a work of redemption that has opened our eyes and changed our strength capacity to be able to step away from the hypocrisy, which, if you're like me, drives us crazy. Hypocrisy is one of those things that I can smell from a mile away, even when it's me, and it drives me crazy. Self-shame, self-doubt, embarrassment, frustration, anger. When I see it in others, the same things happen, and it's tough, and it's hard, and it makes me want to ball up my fist and scream. And I know y'all are the same way, because we find ourselves in the same place, and it's so hard to figure out how we move forward when it seems like our cynicism is raging, and we say they're hypocritical. But if we just stop for a moment, and we say, yeah, actually, that's true. And we don't have to be cynical. We don't have to be bitter, but we can turn our eyes upon Jesus, and we can seek to serve others rather than seek to be served and then being disappointed. Rather, we can be agents of positive, moving change on behalf of the Lord who has given us power. But are you even thinking that way in your life? What does it mean for you to think about how can I serve and how can I bless others? And will that give me blessing from God? Think along these lines. It might change your demeanor. It might change your character. It might change that cynicism. And it might help you transition not only into truth, but also into grace, just as our Lord Jesus. And maybe that is the answer to a lot of the woes in yourself and in the world today. Think on it and be blessed.